All right, today we're going to tackle one of the trickiest skills in the Marketing Manager Apprenticeship, Skill S6. We're going to demystify it using a story to turn that dense official language into something you can actually use, evidence, and most importantly, master. Let's dive in. So, have you ever found yourself just staring at your portfolio requirements, especially for a skill like S6, and feeling completely lost? If that's you, trust me, you are so not alone. It's a really common challenge, but I promise by the end of this, you'll have a clear path forward. So, here's how we're going to break it all down. We're going to follow the story of an apprentice named Jody. We'll decode what S6 really means, walk through her development journey, see exactly how she proves her progress, and even get her prepped for the final assessment. And then, we're going to turn it all over to you. Okay, so let's meet our hero for this story. This is Jody. She's a fantastic marketing manager apprentice over at a company called Ibis Stores. She's great at her job, but when she sits down and looks at the official apprenticeship standards, well, there's one skill in particular that just has her feeling completely overwhelmed. And this is the one, in all its official, jargony glory. Present complex information in an understandable and stimulating way. I mean, it sounds huge, it sounds vague, and frankly, it's a bit intimidating, right? What does that actually mean when you're in the middle of a busy marketing role? So, feeling totally stuck, Jody does what any smart apprentice would do. She reaches out to her support network. That's her line manager, Riddle, and her mentor, Adam. They know that behind all that jargon, S6 is really about skills she's already using every single day. So, they decide to break it down for her. First up, Riddle tackles effective verbal communication. She basically tells Jody, look, forget the fancy words. This is all about how you present your campaign results in the team meeting. It's about making your key takeaways so clear and interesting that everyone in the room gets it instantly, from the new intern all the way up to the CEO. Then Adam jumps in to explain the other half, creative written communication. He says, Jody, think about that crazy, dense spreadsheet of performance data you get every week. Your job, your sixth skill, is turning that into a simple email update that actually tells a story. It's about making those complicated ideas super easy to digest in writing. So here's the bottom line, the real core of S6. It's about being a translator. You take complicated marketing data or a complex strategy and you translate it into a simple, engaging story that is perfectly tailored to whoever you're talking to. You're literally the bridge that connects raw data to smart, actionable decisions. Okay, so Jody gets the what now, but she still needs the how. And that's where her coach, Olivia, comes in. She helps Jody build a really practical development plan to practice the skill and turn all that theory into real-world marketing wins. So Olivia lays out this super practical 5-step plan for her. 1, always figure out your single core message first. 2, break down all the complex stuff into small, manageable pieces. 3, craft that info into something genuinely engaging. 4, tweak it for your specific audience. And finally, 5, deliver it with confidence. It sounds simple when you lay it out like that, right? Well, let's see how it actually works. Okay, this is where it gets really practical. Look at how Jody applies steps 2 and 3 right here. Instead of just writing bounce rate 78% in her report, which, let's be honest, might not mean much to a sales manager, she translates it. She turns it into a clear, actionable insight. Visitors aren't finding what they need on the landing page. You see the massive difference? One is just a number. The other is a story with a clear problem to solve. And for her verbal presentation practice, this is just brilliant. When she's pitching a new strategy, instead of a slide packed with text and confusing numbers, she uses one simple bar chart. This visual tells the whole story instantly. We can reach 500,000 people, which should get us about 500 new customers. It's a whole complex strategy, made simple enough to get in a single glance. All right, so Jody is absolutely crushing this. She's simplifying, she's translating, she's engaging people. But now comes the part that every apprentice knows all too well. You gotta prove it. She needs to start gathering the right kind of evidence to upload to her portfolio on APTM. So what actually counts as solid evidence for this? Well, the great thing is, it's not just one thing. It could be that awesome written report she created. It could be a screen recording of her delivering that presentation. It could even be samples of her email copy that simplify a new product launch, or formal written feedback from her mentor, Adam, praising how clearly she communicated a campaign update. And you have to remember, when an assessor is looking at your evidence, they've basically got a mental checklist. They're asking, Is this clear? Does it hold my attention? Is it still accurate, even though it's been simplified? And was it tailored for the right audience? If Jody's evidence can tick all 4 of those boxes, she's in fantastic shape.
Jody's portfolio is now packed with strong evidence, and her confidence is through the roof. The final hurdle? That's the endpoint assessment, the EPA. So now her coach Olivia starts prepping her for the kinds of questions an assessor is going to ask in that final interview.
So picture this, you're in the EPA. The assessor pulls up one of your best pieces of evidence, maybe that presentation, and asks you this directly. Walk me through this. How does it show your S6 skill? It's designed to see if you can explain your own thinking. What do you say? This is where Olivia's coaching is clutch. She gives Jody this simple, super powerful framework: context, action, result. CAR. So Jody can say, well, the context was that our senior leaders needed a really quick update on a complex campaign. My action was to ditch the spreadsheets and use one clear bar chart to show the potential ROI. And the result? They understood the entire strategy in under a minute and signed off on the budget. Boom. It tells the whole story of her competence. And that is the end goal, right? This quote just sums it all up perfectly. The whole point of this journey is to go from being a learner to being a confident professional who can take any complex idea and communicate it effectively on their own. And that's exactly where Jody is now. You know, Jody's journey from feeling totally lost to being this confident communicator, it just goes to show that mastering skill S6 is absolutely doable. It's a clear process. You decode it, you practice it, and you prove it. She's not just a learner anymore, she's a skilled communicator. Okay, enough about Jody. Let's talk about you. So right now, I want you to think about your own job. What's that one confusing analytics report? Or that multi-stage marketing plan you're working on? That new product feature nobody understands? What's the first complex idea you are going to grab and turn into something simple, compelling, and powerful? Your SX journey starts right now.